When the Islamic religion was established in the Ghanaian Empire, that made it easier for the faith to be propagated to all parts of West Africa. The time the Mali Empire came, that was the time, honestly, the Moroccan Empire was going down. You know, the Moroccan Empire, it went up to 1,000 years. According to the history, the Massacre, that was the time of the prophet. He was there during the time of the prophet in Ghana. Because every one of us love the religion, we label ourselves after Prophet Muhammad. Yeah, you know, that's not something bad. If you label yourself to important people, he made a proverb that I will just do. Now, if you can observe, the people that got my memory, they have the Maraka names of the Maraka leaders. This continues and our religion continues in progress until at this time, at this present moment. Then we, as we left our countries back home and come to the new world, this is another chapter. Our grandparents or our grandfathers created this Sunday. It is because we recognize one another. This is the third time we come to the new world here. That is it. The first one was Bukhari the second. But all their names and surnames disappeared in the march of history. Our second coming to the new world was during the slavery where they forced our people to come here, and they lost their surname and some of the cultures.
ambela beneka answer muzro kuni yala amara keto termino ni yale ba.
Our third topic in his notice, we have our Sunday, we have our culture, and we have everything. Are we going to continue like this before? Okay, what has happened to the people that came first and the people that came second? They lost their culture, they lost their religion, and they lost their religion and everything. We too have to try that shouldn't happen to us. The only remedy to that is to approach our kids, that is, bring our kids closer to us, our children. Therefore, when we bring our offspring closer to us, we should teach them our language, we should teach them our culture, we should teach them our religion. All those three things will protect the loss of the surname. I know that the Maragas are not behind in those things. In so doing, they have done certain events that were good, and we are in the last chapter of the events. Okay, as you understand, Ghana, he fought the Maraga people until they left Kumbi and came downward.
Manding.
And came downward and become Manding. They thought it's because of our leader passed away. It's not that. It's their leaders that fought them. That's why they came down and transformed themselves to Manding.
So you have to do that. Manding is small country.
And when Sultasa was coming to fight Sumo, he came with like 3,000 Maraca soldiers, warriors, 1,500 from Kumbi, 1,500 from the other part. Never.
Over Alabricata, Landmon, Łsə<silence> where they left the body, Federal Wicked and what is like it?
That his grandfather, his grandfather, ﷺ, was among those people that accompanied Mansueta, and that was the reason he was transformed to become Manigo. That was his grandfather.
ale fuli kelen bɛ wala kɛ kɔ manika de alibada jamana ya bukari filanan nali fɛ o kɔrɔ de k'a fɔ ko ni diinɛ kɛra jamana nin ma a la diinɛ fɔlɔfɔlɔ kan ka kɛ silamɛya de kama sɔn bukari filanan de fɔlɔ sinɛ ka fɔ kristu kɔrɔ min ye sanji kɛmɛ fila kɛ bila.
Now, he's saying that Ŋ౦ˋ II came with some transformed Maraka people to this nation. And if they had a religion, it was Muslim religion, which means Muslim religion existed 200 years before the arrival of Christopher Columbus.
Odo amanganga angere jatina lula ni jamana ni kona ya hanna tada ko lula jamana de amanganga ajatina na ko ambrande unanya siya zoga nyali gani.
So we should consider ourselves as a stranger in this nation, because our great-great-grandfather came 200 years before Christopher Columbus came. So we should count ourselves as citizens of this nation.
Anna kan la tanga ni anna dina la tanga sila fɛ ale maraka kelen mun de fana sira ka sɛbɛnsun yɛrɛ fana labɔ an ɲɛ kama sɔrɔ a ye fɔla mɔgɔ min ma k'a fɔ ko jɛri sɔn yalɔ fana ka mansa bɛ kula sigi kɛnɛya kɔnɔ.
So in protecting the religion and our culture, it was the Maraka people that invented some writings. He has already said his name.
Yes, so see how we did the man and the man can get small road, can get small road, and I can't get a and the captain and civilian of the who can also my country. I'm going to put an example with the can see by it.
So as you have heard, it was those first people that were transformed, and they were transformed again to become Kante. And it was the Kantes that invented our right.
I'm going to go and understand Serenama for Jam, the Ambassador, the Nasi Solomon, Kasoga, Anakam, the Frigate, 7 Gurumako, Mumea, and 100 Tabasila.
Our great-grandfathers were thinking about writing our languages, but the method and the difficulties that they faced didn't allow them to invent it.
Muna kamason sanadu na amfere kai wati jam ď౦౦là bawo arabu siane amfere ya ron bakelo me bele ka afro ma do for fun by so ka do ko kumisa de ko tele ka ki de yone.
They were saying that the Arab people, where they came and gathered, is Kubisale, right? Yeah, where they do the prayers in Kubisale.
Bawo bela de na ye ₦낳ˋˋ ai ma family de ko so ko ka yo we to la mande anye so ko bawo e ma so fi se ara ile e ma so ba se anke la kare do ma ka do ko te ben de ko asfa ko sa ni ke se ke ko na lu la be ni na ko se ja ba ra do ka dai sa ke.
Yeah, because they feel in the battle with the Spanish, they came down to us around Kubisale and they settled down there.
Ko ne ala na ni ko ma aluka ala ka se da na ke ala se de se de one thing a kribe na bela de se ya na ka ke ko no go ami baluka ala ni ka ala ka se de ko ka so aluka wo de wa ala se de ye se de one thing concern one thing kribe na bela de se ya ka ka ko no ukura ka ke fatha ka sa doma ani fatha fla ka sa fla doma fla ani ka madu da Allah ni ko fra to ka ko ukura Allah se de kribe na one thing be ka ko no.
So the Arabic writing was our people, our grandfathers were used to, so were conversant with the Arabic writing. But the Arabic writing is like 27 letters, 28 letters, 9999. You understand? Yeah.
Ukura le ni ave ka Israeli fangalo la capacité ye moi c'est ici on la la hakila o ka de de bilolu anifla.
So if you want to write the Arabic writing, you have to multiply 28 by 9. That will give you 252.
Ubera de nada, alula voyait les sabatés, sukume ananda, fera udeka ya o da personal.
They have only 3 variables and 1 sukun. You don't consider that.
Well, you don't get that. You can't find out that the boy is going on. Ukoro, Afonika is not going on.
Well, the African writing is like 7 variables, but the Arabic writing is 3. So there is 4 that is missing in Arabic writing.
Ufrane person when we need to discern the other, could be Gandhi Yamaka, or Nika or Abigana, but I can't get after it. I'll tell for the woman, and I will put on another legend. It is like a man, Friend of Madonna, singular, which my one, I can't have one. Another legend now is I will travel and the other civilians to my Ratti of Uganda, that's all. A Tuesday, after the Rabona,
now, the pronunciation, the real pronunciation is Ana instead, but because they don't know how to pronounce it, they say Ghana.
But Sinata will person who not know me, and there I was sort of Cassia, who they can get a member of Massey and the Council of
So, the consonants that existed in our writing is so plenty. That is why our great grandfathers they wasn't able to write our language.
When it was like a poem by Stella Ď쌓Ɂավորະ, I Stella when it had a valid Uposo, having them bars about what you have a body at the start of Naka, you are there of
It doesn't mean that you cannot write it in Arabic, but it's not complete. If you write it in Arabic, you keep the writing for some time, when you bring it again, you yourself who wrote it will not be able to read it.
70 la wila de kusa de kuma kan yere kiya di selefta kama so ile de bali ma ba mu yo na nyasu susa ya la ngoni yo manya do na no ba do ka o selefta kan ka kan do.
Yeah, this says that writing has to be even you keep it for a long time, but the day you check it out, you have to read it intact like the way it came out.
But you want to have a for all of them, I'm or a form of what we did, put it in the for in a name of the money, yes, or poor Edinburgh. Yellow, me make I go island, what did you put that? While I would go there on it. If I mention a number of things, or I would be what's that? I'm dying to for more a year and I can't transfer that as well. If I'm saying I just for you, I'm now serving.
Yeah. Oh,